I was with my nigga Charlie. And I saw a nigga looking at me. He was with his chick. So I said, yo, Charlie, what the fuck is that nigga, man? Why you keep looking at us? He said, you don't remember, nigga? You shot that nigga. I said, I shot that nigga. He said, yeah, man, you blew that nigga kneecaps out, both of them. I said, yeah. Okay, then we finish eating, let me go talk to him. So we finished eating. I went up to him. I said, what's up, homie? Yeah, what's up? He was with his girl. I said, Playboy, why you looking at me so hard, my nigga? He said, man, you know, Jack, I ain't deserve this. I said, Playboy, you was at the wrong place at the wrong time, my nigga. You was with the wrong niggas.
Right.
When I came that night, I gave everybody a piece of the action. You feel me?
Right.
I said, if you feel you got a problem with that, right, I can take you to a worse place.
Where you located at right now?
Right now I'm in Mendota, California.
Okay.
I'm in Mendota, California, out here on the West Coast, man. They're keeping me hostage out here.
What's the name of the book? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna Go ahead, bro.
I got 2 books out.
2 of them?
First one, yeah, I got 2 of them out. The first one is called From Friends to Enemies, and the second one is called Enemies Amongst Us.
Okay.
The first one brings it up from the time I came to America in 1975, growing up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I was like living in Vanderbilt projects, you know, how we all grew up, me, Jimmy, and a bunch of us.
Right.
How we started off as kids and shit, you know. Stealing newspapers and doing robberies and doing a whole bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Growing up, then, as time progress, we start getting into bigger and different things, you know.
You grew up with Jack too?
Yeah, Jack, my boy, man. He Dominican. I'm trying to get in touch with him now, man. Yeah, man. Haitian Jack, we all grew up together, man. Haitian Jack, me and Haitian Jack used to mention the same girl named Z. When Jack was upstate, I was hitting Z, and he would call the crib when I would answer the phone, and I was stealing money. Then I went to prison at our state joint. I called the crib, he answered the phone.
Tag team.
He started sending me money.
Tag team. That's convict shit, no doubt.
One time I was getting to rob Shabba Ranks and shit in front of this restaurant on the grill in Manhattan. And I seen him and Jack was with him. Only reason I ain't get Shabba, because Jack was with him and shit.
Wow. Well, the name of my platform is Gully TV. Why don't you tell everybody who you are? Tell everybody who I'm speaking to right now, if you don't mind.
Right now, this is Big Dex from Brooklyn, a.k.a. Dread, you know?
Yeah. I'm
from Clinton Hills, grew up in Vanderbilt Projects in Flatbush, you know?
What country you from originally?
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. No doubt.
Yeah, man.
So, I'm not gonna jump the gun. I'm gonna take my time, man, in my dealings with you, beloved. I'm gonna make sure you get the proper networking you have, the proper networking and marketing you need for your book. But yeah, I got this project out, and I'm trying to bring clarity on exactly what happened at Quad Studio. I know that you already claim some responsibility for it, but certain people act like they didn't.
Yeah, we can talk about that. That's all me, man. Tut was faking, man. Tut is a fraud, man. He over there claiming shit that he had nothing to do with, man. I exposed his ass one day in Leavenworth on the bench, on the beaches where I'll be out there recognized, broke it down to nigga, what jewelry you took? What? You wasn't nowhere around, man. So I shut that down real quick. You know, nigga was just trying to get claiming crimes that he ain't do, trying to get street rep.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same thing.
Ass in prison right now. You know, claiming shit that he ain't do.
That's the same thing Jack said. Jack said he didn't have nothing to do with it either. Said he'd been riding the.
He had nothing to do with it. Jack was way home, man. That was all Jimmy, man. Jimmy hit me off to do that because Pac was talking reckless to him on the phone, calling him all type of bitches and suckers and shit. Because Jimmy's supposed to give him $7,000 and shit to do the little track on a little show on record, and Pac wanted cash. Jimmy wanted to give him a check because he wanted to clean up his shit for his business.
Yeah.
So he's trying to convert.
This call is from a federal prison.
When Pac started talking reckless on the phone, and Jimmy give me that call and shit. You got Puffy and Andre Harrell there, so he got to impress them niggas. So, he trying to put the little press on Puffy and Jimmy and Andre Harrell to get in the music business.
Right.
So he could bless them. So that's funny, he called me, that, I'm a nigga that came home hungry. And, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I just had a similar I just had a similar conversation with Jimmy. Me and him had a diatribe over. I was called to this phone. I'm just trying to see what's up. It's my man who called me to the phone. Nah, he didn't get me. He told me he wanted to speak to me. Oh, I ain't even opened it up. I gotta look and shit. Nah, I just called you. Okay. Who are y'all? When you said that y'all guys are posting, I never mentioned you. I never spoke of you. Well, yeah, I have an independent film. I don't like how you talk. I don't like how you talking to me, my nigga. I don't like how you talking to me right now. I don't like the way you talking to me right now. You contacted me to talk to me. You talking to me like you got some leverage above me or something like that. I believe in the same thing. I don't like how you talking to me. I fear Allah and nobody else. You already know that. That's why I greeted you with Islam. But all of this. Hold on. Nah. You just took it somewhere. You just, now you calling me brother, but you just was talking to me in a disconcerting way. I'm a man. You understand? I just told you. I just told you. I don't like how you talking to me. You know what I mean? Wait, we can go back to the beginning. It's acrimony. I said I don't like how you talk. I don't have to talk to you, period. For every person who professes to dislike Haitian Jack, there's a room full of people who love him. The same goes for Jimmy Henchmen. For every person that you find that has a bad story about him, you're going to find a billion niggas who he done did something for. One of the people who I guess he done something for is a friend of mine. Me and Jimmy Henchmen, we have a mutual friend who called me to ask me would I speak to him. I guess news had reached Jimmy about my documentary Haitian Jack, and I happened to be in California at the time doing some work. I was actually in the process of going to see Al Prophet about something, but I stopped maybe an hour prior to go to a dispensary. I was getting a ride by one of my tech guys and shit. And yeah, Jimmy got on the phone with me. He started talking pretty rough. It was a different experience for me. Nobody's ever talked to me like that. My film has exposed him in some aspects. You got Dexter Isaac saying Jimmy put him onto it. Haitian Jack never said his name, but he said the people responsible for the Quad Studio robbery, they all incarcerated. Again, I didn't know Jimmy like that at the time, and I was trying to be diplomatic with him because I felt that maybe it was an opportunity, a documentary, a film opportunity that could arise from this perspective. I tried to stay on the phone with him as long as I could. I think like halfway through the recording is when I started to actually think as far as trying to record our exchange and letting him talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I had established in my mind, once he started talking disrespectful, I don't give a fuck what you talking about, nigga. You going on this next documentary and shit. Straight like that. So, yeah, what you looking at is what's being depicted right here is me basically trying to pull off a positive recording. But yeah, Jimmy was upset about my production, and think he got to take that up with, you know, Dexter and whoever else he conspired with on November 30th, 1994. I just felt some acrimony. I can speak to you. I don't have no problem speaking to you. All right, all right. I don't feel what I said was disrespectful. I said I don't like how you talking to me, and then you took it someplace else. Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead. You got the mic. You got the mic, G. Go ahead. I'm listening. I don't even care. I don't even know why does it apply to me? I was called to the conversation by somebody I respect, and I know that you're a Muslim from doing research, so that's why I got on the phone with you. I wouldn't even talk to you if you wasn't no believer. I wouldn't even got on the phone with you. Right? Without a doubt. I know what you built. I know what you cut like, man. You don't have to. You don't have to do that with me. You don't have to do that with me. You keep trying to introduce yourself. Your reputation precedes you. Your re- you keep talking about what I'm doing. I don't have to. Go ahead, man. I ain't gonna say nothing else, man. That's the spot. Go ahead, finish up though. Right. It kind of upsets me even watching this shit right now because this is the first time I looked at this footage again. It's probably been over a year, and yeah, I'm getting irritated looking at it in retrospect. Yeah, he definitely tried to chump me. I was in the dark a little bit too. Who he was in some aspects. I knew who he was in regards to that situation with, you know, Lodi Mack. I knew he was convicted of that shit. And I felt that he was talking to me with that conviction and that story as the underlying factor. Like, you know who I am, you know what I'm about, nigga, I'm about to just talk to you any kind of way. And he was trying to imply to me that he had spoke to Haitian Jack, and Jack and him was on accordance with him being removed from the documentary, and I knew that wasn't the truth. Um, After I got off the phone with him, I became immediately enraged at the fact that a snitch, you know, a broken man who has a history of proffer sessions documented online would try to throw his weight around with me. I was totally insulted. Okay. Maybe he felt I was talking reckless. I don't give a fuck about him though. I'm a man, homie.
Yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
I'm keeping it G. He has a problem with. He has a problem with Jack basically saying everybody involved with the robbery of Tupac is already in jail. He didn't say nobody's names. He just said everybody involved with it is in jail.
No, that's not true. I'm in jail, right? That did the robbery. One of my other boys is dead, and the other one is free. That was my two partners that was with me.
Okay.
Yeah, so the other one is dead. I'm the only one. I'm taking 100% responsibility for that. You know.
No doubt.
Jack had nothing to do with none of that. Jack wasn't nowhere around. Scooter wasn't nowhere around. You know.
So in totality, he just caught you coming home hungry. It wasn't nothing personal with Pac or nothing, right?
No, it wasn't nothing personal with Pac, none whatsoever, man. You know when you come home, you try to get on. I was doing a little hustling, buying little shit, half a bricks and shit like that, going out of town back and forth down south. And I was just having to be back in town at the time, grinding, trying to build up. Get my weight up, and he gave me the call.
Right.
He told me, this nigga got 100,000 and change with the jewelry.
Yeah.
Got to go get that. I'll be doing Brooklyn, man.
So,
come in for that.
prior to the whole stick up, so what would you label yourself, a stick up boy or a hustler? You was just a hustler and was afforded an opportunity, and you went and acted on it, or?
I'm a jack of all trades, man.
He said, "I'm a jack of all trades."
I do it all.
No doubt.
I do it all. By any means necessary to get that money.
So you frequented some of those same clubs in Brooklyn. You used to be in Love People and shit like that growing up.
I didn't really fuck with Love People. I used to fuck with the Tunnel. I fuck with Nails. I fuck with Club USA. Shit like that. I didn't really mess with the Brooklyn shit, because that's where I was from. But I went to Love People. I've been there. A couple of them little joints. I didn't really play that little hole in the wall shit too much.
Right.
What thing, you go in there to go have a little shootout.
When do you what's your situation as far as transport? They got you grounded on the West Coast. You put in for a transfer to try to get closer to the east?
That's not what I've been trying to, but Tut got a separation on me.
Tut got a separation on you?
Yeah, he got a separation on me, so they ain't letting me get up on that Noticeville. So they've been keeping me away from there. Because I was going to blast his ass, because when he was in Leavenworth, when I first came in after we talked.
Yeah.
He did some sucker shit. He went and told these people from the Kansas City Law School that I told him about some crimes I did. And one of the crimes is, when you read my book, Enemies Amongst Us, talk about the KK robbery. I switched up some of the names, and that's a robbery that's Tut in jail for, my partner used to go tell him about the robbery he was doing, and Tut was bragging, claiming he did that robbery also, and he went to, a cookout out in Queens, and KK cousin was dead,
Right.
KK is really a dude named TT from about Linden Plaza.
Okay, I seen. So not to cut you off. TT is the guy from Linden Plaza that they say that, I guess, after he got robbed by Tut, he got caught with an AK-47.
Exactly. I switched the name up in my book and shit, because people be trying to sue motherfucker and all type of shit.
They got Instagram pages out here right now where they giving up faces of guys from London, and they telling this is exactly who this person is. This is the guy that was spoken of here. So.
Right. That's a Puerto Rican looking kid.
Yeah.
Nice motherfucker. Yeah.
When did you meet Tut?
I met Tut in Leavenworth, 2000.
That was your first time meeting him?
I saw him in MDC. We was in MDC at the same time when I came in 98. I never spoke to him. I never spoke to him in the street. One of my boys that used to be with me used to live around the same big houses out there where he lived at. So at nighttime when my partner went home, he used to look up to Tut, and he used to tell him stories like all the shit we was doing. So that's how Tut was getting information.
Dexter Isaac initially claimed responsibility for the robbery of Tupac Shakur in 2011 during an interview he conducted with AllHipHop.com. The reason Dexter came clean about the robbery of Tupac Shakur was simple. Jimmy Henchmen had named Dexter and another guy by the name of Winston Harris as informants in a case that he had, which just wasn't true. Dexter, who was 13 years in on a life sentence in the federal system, knew that Jimmy's claims could place his life in danger, so the only way to get back was to reveal that he had been a confidant and participant in the robbery of Tupac Shakur. A lot of people online, mainly competing internet brands and blogs, challenged Dexter's claim. They even published interviews and all types of ridiculous claims to refute what Dexter was saying. Me personally, I knew that Dexter was telling the truth because I interviewed him on this topic at least 30 times, and each recording gave me the same explanation over and over and over. This what you just heard, this recording that you just heard was recorded probably a year ago and has been uploaded to the internet. To bring forth more clarity on exactly what happened with Tupac Shakur, I re-interviewed Dexter. We revisited the Tupac Shakur robbery, and this is what he said. Which one of your books did you, for the most part, speak about the Quad Studio shit? So
this first book, From Friends to Enemies.
From Friends to Enemies?
Yeah, they just did a new cover on that joint.
And that's the one that came out. That's the one that came out in 2011.
Yeah, December 2012 to be exact.
So since 2011, 2012, you reached out to allhiphop.com, and that's when you claimed that situation?
Yep, that's when I did the interview with it.
This call is from a federal prison.
Owners of allhiphop.com. Gotcha, Greg.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm about to go to print with this second installment of the film and shit, and people they try to question your integrity in so many ways and shit, man. But I know the truth when I didn't you didn't told the story to me like 30 times, and and often
somebody just email.
at least half of the times that you spoke to me about this incident, it was recorded. So I ended up listening to it again and again and again, and the story that you told me, it never changed and shit.
Right. Let me even help you out a little further, right? Pac was in the studio doing a track for Lil Sean, right?
Right.
How come nobody never asked Lil Sean? All they got to do, he was there, so all they got to ask Lil Sean, did I and Wayne come up to the studio 5 minutes prior to the incident going downstairs and talk to Jimmy? You know?
So throughout all of this shit going on, Little Sean actually saw y'all face to face.
Goddamn right. He was in the booth. When you come over the floor, the glass booth right there. When you come get off the elevator, it's right there in front of you. You can't miss it.
Right.
You know, so you got Little Sean.
Now, when was the next time that you seen Jimmy Henchmen face to face?
I seen Jimmy the next day.
The next day.
I had to give him the ring. Remember? I had to give him the ring. He got the big stone and shit. He got the big ring that was supposed to worth $35,000. So the very next day he came to my spot.
They tried to put this shit on Haitian Jack for 30 years, yo.
Yeah, Jack ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Jack and Scooter, they ain't got nothing to do with that. That's why I try to clear it up. You know, they try to put a lot of shit on Jack that Jack didn't do. Even the TT robbery, that cop was a dirty, I forgot the name of him, hip-hop police nigga, was putting all type of shit on Jack and shit. I wrote about that in the book, too.
That was that piece that the I don't know, a detective wrote and had online when they was talking about that.
Exactly. Yeah. The Haitian Jack, the treatment and shit. The treatment, yeah.
Right.
Ex-NYPD police was putting shit on Jack. Talking about he kicked the TT door and tried to tie him up and all that shit. Jackie was nowhere around for none of that bullshit. Yeah, I'm trying to explain that in the book too, you know?
Well, you know, by way of you doing these recordings with me and shit like that, people are aware of where the information is at. I just wanted to clarify which book it was in, because people be asking me all the time, like, what exact book?
Right. The robbery, the TT robberies in book 2, Enemies Amongst Us, and that other, the Tupac shit is in the first book, From Friends to Enemies.
You know, this second film will be able to clear the air on pretty much everybody involved with the shit. Jack name is cleared. You got you was able to to share.
From a federal prison.
You was able to share your book. You was able to share your book with a broader audience. So I don't know, man. I just trying to get past this portion of my life and shit. This shit was a big task.
Right.
Real big task.
Yeah, they keep bringing it up and shit. I sent off a little post this morning, but they probably ain't posted yet though. I'm watching Notorious on VH1, and I'm having mixed emotions and shit. You know, I'm happy to see Biggie in the city, and I'm mad that I've seen Puffy too and shit.
So
you know, I want to slap the shit out of this bitch ass for taking him down there.
when you watch those movies and shit like that, and they show the quad robbery and shit, how does that rub you?
I just be laughing and shit. I be like, yeah, that shit funny as hell. Sometimes I just laugh. Sometimes I just like, okay,